Today we're talking about normal or average weather. What does that mean? How do we define it? And how is it changing? So we'll start first with what are we actually talking about? We talk about normal. Average temperatures, average rainfall, average snow, things like that. Well, for example, these are some of the examples where we see this sort of thing in the forecast every day. You look at the top right, that's a common thing we show you on TV. The almanac, normal high, normal low, normal rainfall. If you look just next to Andy McRae's head, that's something that appears on the forecast pretty much every day. Tonight, the average high, the average low compared to what the forecast is, and we compare normal to what the weather's going to be every month. Things like that. Those show up every day on our forecast. Well, these averages are actually based on about a 30-year data set. So for the past 10 years, we've been using the most recent 30-year period of 1981 to 2010. We just average out all the weather that happened during that period, and that's what's normal. Well, we've started to adjust that this week. We've changed over to now the next 10-year period, which now is going to be 1991 to 2020. This is now going to be the new normal of what we compare all of our weather to. So what has changed with this new 30-year period here in the Quad Cities? Well, our average temperature is now a little bit warmer by about half a degree on an annual basis. We're a little bit wetter overall too. Precipitation bumped up just a little bit, and snow also bumped up a little bit since we had a little bit extra precipitation. That's what's changed from the old 30-year period to the new 30-year period. Now we'll go under the hood a little bit. Well, let's look at temperatures. There's a lot going on here, but basically, on the bottom line here, that's just showing you what the actual average temperature is every month of the year. I want you to look at the top line. This is how it's changed, okay? This is your departure. Where you see red, it's gotten warmer, blue, it's gotten cooler. What should stick out is there's a lot of red. 10 out of the 12 months of the year now are warmer than they used to be. Most notably, quite a bit warmer in December at the beginning of winter. As far as precipitation goes, it's not as broad of a trend. You can see, remember we talked about we're wetter overall, but it's a little bit more give and take. Some parts of the year are wetter, some are drier. In particular, late spring, early summer has gotten noticeably wetter, a little bit more of a mixed bag once you head into the late summer and fall, and then there's a little bit more moisture also coming to us in the later part of winter too. A lot of that's coming in the form of increased snowfall, especially January and February. We already talked about how the beginning part of winter in December is warmer. It's also a little bit less snowy. So winter seems to be a little bit more compressed now as of late into January and February. So that's how things have changed. Now these normals, this new data set, this new 30-year number we compare to, that's going to be around every day in the forecast for the next 10 years.